Hi and welcome to your Niagara News headlines for Tuesday, September the 25th, provided by Bullet News Niagara. I'm Annie Sylvester. We start today's newscast off with some breaking news. We had a truck wheel into a Benjamin Moore store located at the intersection of Lake and Lakeport Road. Let's take a look.
I was pulling up the delivering machine here and I was just pulling over to the shoulder and I saw the pickup truck with the excavator on the trailer coming around the corner. Heard the engine rev up, and as I looked up I could see his head fall and hit the steering wheel, and it never came back up, and he just kept accelerating directly towards me. I sort of braced myself expecting he's going to hit, and at the very last second he sort of rolled to the left, which turned the vehicle, and he went right into the store. And when he finally came to a rest in the store, his foot was still on the throttle pedal and the tires were spinning. So I ran into the store. I thought it was a fire at first because of all the smoke, but it was just rubber smoke from the tires. I pulled a wall off of the side of the truck to get to the driver, and when I got to him, he was just regaining consciousness. I asked him to shut the vehicle off, but he wasn't responding, so I reached inside, shut the vehicle off, put it in park, and that's when I heard people calling that there was a woman trapped under the vehicle. So I went underneath, started pulling debris out of the way to get to her, but there was very little I could do from the underside, but there was a 5-gallon thing of paint pouring right into her face, so I climbed over the truck and removed that so it wasn't continuously going into her face.
First off, an introduction to a new 3-part series on Bullet News Niagara by reporter John Robbins on human trafficking. Prostitution may not be a new problem, but the internet and social media sites are making it easier than ever for pimps to find and start grooming girls as young as 12 years of age. And the pimps, say Niagara Regional Police Detective Sergeant Craig LeBarn, are every bit as dangerous as other kinds of serial sex offenders. He calls them parasites who prey on the lives of children looking for love and attention. Please read the full story on the website. Well, too many healthy and treatable cats are needlessly being put down. That's the message St. Catharines counselors are sending to the Lincoln County Humane Society, a place where 70% of the felines are euthanized. Mayor Brian McMullen says he would like St. Catharines to lead the way in support of a motion put forward by Councillor Matthew Sisko. Prior to the vote, councillors heard a presentation by Grace Pang, a member of the Humane Society's board of directors. She told politicians they need to take a leadership role by embracing a philosophy that places a premium on saving as many lives as possible. Not enough cats being adopted and not enough people getting their animals fixed are cited as key reasons for the huge cat population at the shelter. Police have made 2 arrests in connection with 3 separate violent attacks in downtown St. Catharines Saturday with the assistance of footage from surveillance cameras. 3 people were attacked and robbed by a group of young adults in similar incidents, although all injuries were minor. 2 males were arrested and a female suspect has been identified, and police anticipate making more arrests. Niagara College will have record enrollment numbers for 2012-13 with more than 10,000 students expected to study there this year. They welcomed 4,900 first-year students this fall, an increase of more than 10% over the fall 2011 term, an increase that's more than double the system-wide average. Full-time enrollment has jumped to 8,997 students, an 8.4% increase over last year. Well, although rain was in the forecast Sunday afternoon, it was sunshine that provided the backdrop for the Fort Erie Racetrack Circle the Course for Cancer and Cope event. Organized by a number of volunteers, this was the first time in the track's 115-year history that the racing surface was opened up for the public. Hundreds of racing fans, community leaders, horse people, and citizens of Fort Erie and the surrounding area took part in walking the 1-mile oval, raising $5,000 for the Canadian Cancer Society. Chief Operating Officer Rick Cowan called the event uplifting with such a large and diverse number of participants. And now let's take a preview of Carolynn Ioannoni's In My Opinion column this week.
Last week, Kevin Smith, the supervisor appointed to restructure the NHS, released his final report. The report includes choosing Niagara Falls as the proposed site for Smith's recommendation that a new hospital needs to be built in South Niagara. This hospital, if built at all, will not be built for 10 years. I'm not guessing at that time frame here. The Minister of Health told the Mayor and the Niagara Falls delegation that when they were at a conference in Ottawa last month. The issues in the hospital improvement plan that Council has been opposed to are still there. Labour and delivery and pediatrics will be removed and consolidated in St. Catharines for at least a decade. Keep in mind that our local doctors strongly disagreed with Mr. Smith's recommendation that this is in the best interest of patients. So, Mr. Smith rounded up a blue panel of experts in this field who, surprise, surprise, agreed with his opinion to consolidate these services. And voila, that was the opinion he went with.
Okay, time for a quick break. And now let's check in on the weather, brought to you by Niagara Battery and Tire, the #1 choice for your tire, battery, and automotive needs in the Niagara Peninsula. Checking into Wednesday, we're going to have cloudy skies, a 70% chance of showers, changing to a 30% chance of showers in the morning, then a mix of sun and clouds, a high of 20. Thursday, sunny, a low of 9, a high of 18. For Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, a low of 10, a high of 19. Saturday, more clouds, a low of 12, a high of 18. And for Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, a 30% chance of showers, a low of 11, a high of 16. Well, this weekend was the 4th annual Hoedown at Heartland Forest in the Falls. Plus, there was an exciting groundbreaking ceremony for new developments. I was there. Let's take a look. I'm at Heartland Forest in Niagara Falls, and today is their annual Hoedown. Now, this is a place that's known for not only being wheelchair accessible, but also a place that brings the community and nature together. Let's go on inside and take a look.
This is our 4th annual Hoedown, which is a family celebration. It is also a fundraiser, and it's an opportunity for everyone to come out and enjoy a day of rain, sunshine, family activities, crafts, food, pony rides, and everything connected with a Western theme. The beauty of the forest, the trails, the treehouse, the list is endless, and it's just a fantastic day.
What marked today as being extra special is that actually a year ago at our Hoedown event, we had a very important announcement from the federal government announcing that we had received $1.65 million from the Enabling Accessibility Fund to build a nature center. And today we had the groundbreaking ceremony. So that's what launched our Hoedown today. Heartland Forest, our vision is to make it nature accessible for all, and having a permanent nature center will provide us with year-round access, and we're really celebrating that today.
Well, going on the horse rides and it was nice fishing today.
Okay, so the Hoedown and the Halloween thing and any other events that they have here, I know I'm a high school student, and this was a great way for me to get my hours, and I know that we're going to need plenty of volunteers to help set up, take down, work the booths for the Pumpkin Fest on the 20th, so just give Heartland Forest a call and say, hey, I'm going to be here, I'm going to volunteer, and they'll put your name down and you just come out. I got to see smiles on kids' faces, parents having fun with their kids, grandparents.
And that wraps up today's headlines. I'm Annie Sylvester. From everyone here at Bullet News Niagara, have a great night.